Hey guys, what is up? I am Rosie, and as people know, or as most of the rock world knows, we lost Edward Van Halen last Tuesday, October 6th. I couldn't do this video then because that day was my oldest child's birthday, 22nd birthday, and I wanted that to be a happy day as much as I was feeling sadness on the inside because of the loss of Edward Van Halen. I wanted to be happy that day. And after that, I didn't really have another chance to record until now, so I'm going to do it now. I remember first learning about and discovering Edward Van Halen back in like 1984. I don't know if the first video I saw was Hot for Teacher. I don't know if it was Panama. I don't know if it was Jump. I just know that when I saw him smile, it made me smile. His face and the way he played and how he looked when he played just made me happy. And back then, I was like 7, 8 years old. And I didn't know how to describe his smile really, so I just called it Dreamy. Back then in movies and stuff, you would see girls talking about cute guys they like, and they say, "Oh, he's so dreamy." So that was kind of how I thought of his smile. I thought of it as dreamy. He had a dreamy smile. And then I started over the years noticing his playing. Back then I didn't really know what to think of it because to me it was cool music, it was rock music, but I didn't know how to gauge guitar playing. I'm a drummer's daughter, so I paid more attention to the drums. But when I started noticing how he played, and then afterward, every guitar player that came out after him, or some even before him, would name him as an inspiration or as an innovator of playing the guitar. Steve Vai has said that Edward Van Halen reinvented the instrument like Jimi Hendrix did, and I have to agree with that. I know that people are probably wondering, why am I calling him Edward Van Halen? Well, I'm doing it out of respect because I have Lita Ford's book, and he shows up in the book. I'm not going to say what happens between them, but I do know that she said that he hated being called Eddie. He despised it. He preferred to be called Edward. So out of respect, I keep calling him Edward. From here on out, I may call him Eddie because that's what I called him most of my life until I read that book. But out of respect, he's Edward. Yeah, I over the years just followed Van Halen because I loved their music. When David Lee Roth left the band shortly after 1984, the album, I still like to listen to him. I wanted to be mad at them and not listen to him, but Sammy Hagar is just really, really good. He's just a great singer, and over the years, it just got to where I preferred the Hagar era over the Roth era. Even though I think David Lee Roth is the better showman, I just thought of Sammy Hagar as the better singer, and plus, to me, those songs were better. When Sammy left, of course, I was heartbroken. And then I remembered the little debacle that happened at the MTV Awards when David Lee Roth very shortly came back. And oh gosh. And then he wasn't with the band anymore after that. It was, I remember what happened. I just don't remember the whole, like, really details of it. I just know that in an interview, Eddie didn't seem too happy with David. But then I remember the Gary Sharon era, and then David Lee Roth came back. It was, back and forth over the years. And in all that time, Eddie has just been a stellar player. I was hurt when Michael Anthony was no longer in the band, but Wolfie came into the band, into the fray, and he was talented and served his family well. So I heard that the last Van Halen show was in 2015. And over the past week, I've been hearing a lot of rumors and things going on. Like, for instance, Eddie wanted to reach out to Michael Anthony and have him come back for one more big, huge Van Halen tour, just the four of the guys together, because he said the way that they came in was the way he wanted them to go out together. And I thought that was such a beautiful sentiment. I wish that it could have happened. I know that I, as a longtime Van Halen fan, would have been happy with that. Even though I prefer Sammy Hagar, I do love David Lee Roth. I adore him. So I think that would have been a great tour, but sadly, it'll never happen. And while I'm here, I'm going to take this time to say this. Alex Van Halen does not get nearly the amount of accolades and love and respect that he deserves. Anybody that listens to his playing knows that he is a wonderful drummer, but he's always overshadowed by his brother's guitar playing. And don't get me wrong, Eddie is a stellar guitar player. There will never be another Edward Van Halen. But Alex Van Halen is a wonderful drummer, and I think he needs and deserves way more respect than he gets. And while he is still with us, I just wanted to put that out there. Alex Van Halen, I love you so much. I respect you, and I think you deserve way more respect than you get right now. And hopefully before he joins his brother, which will hopefully be a very long time from now, I hope that people will start to recognize that. But yeah, Van Halen is one of those bands that I grew up loving ever since 1984, before I got real big into metal and hard rock. There were a few hard rock bands that entered my radar and stayed in my line of vision, and Van Halen is one of those bands. I am really heartbroken that he died. I remember hearing earlier this year, I think it was, that he was getting sick or having bad reactions to his cancer treatments or his cancer medication. And I'd been hearing that he wasn't doing too well. And even though I heard all of that, I was still hoping that by some form of a miracle he could come through it and come through being in remission and playing one more time, because who knows how much more music was within him. But when I saw that he had died, I wasn't really shocked or surprised. It was kind of like an, oh no, he died. That was kind of my reaction. It was more like heartbreak, despair, not shock or surprise like everybody else. Um, so Edward Van Halen, thank you so much for the memories. Thank you so much for the kick-ass music. Thank you so much for being such an innovator and for letting regular everyday people know that if they just follow their dreams and if they study and if they practice, they can be rock stars too. And just like you, they could possibly become a legend. And I hope and I pray that you rest in power, that you rest in peace. With that, you guys, I'm gonna go from here. Thank you so much for wasting time with me. I hope to see y'all on the next upload. I love y'all very, very much, and bye for now.